My beloved child, open your heart and listen to my voice that resonates within your soul. For I have come to remind you that you are cherished beyond measure, even in the moments when you feel unseen and unheard. For I am with you at all times, embracing you in the sanctuary of my unwavering love. Do not allow the flicker of doubt to overshadow the flame of hope that I have ignited in you, because there is a magnificent promise of grace and renewal shining upon your life. I am here, standing by you like a guiding light that cuts through every darkness, whispering courage into your spirit and planting the seeds of faith deep within your heart. Remember, you need not journey through life's trials in isolation, for my hand is always reaching out, ready to steady you when you stumble, and ready to carry you when you can no longer walk. Embrace this truth. I will stand with you through every storm and celebrate with you in every victory, and I will never withdraw my presence from your side. My dear one, you may wonder how it is possible that I remain so close, even in the moments when your heart grows weary or when the shadows seem too dark to penetrate. Rest assured that my power extends far beyond the limits of human understanding, and my love envelops you like a soft blanket on a cold night, shielding you from the harshness of uncertainty and fear. Do not fear the unknown, and do not fret about the path that lies ahead, because I have already walked before you, preparing each step, smoothing the rough edges, and opening doors that you cannot yet see. I promise you that your tears have never been overlooked, and each cry of your soul has reached the heavens, for I am closer than your very breath, and mightier than any storm that could ever batter your life. Take heart, for my unwavering presence will usher you forward with a steadfast hope. There are times when you might feel as though you stand on shaky ground, as if every step is an act of defiance against the swirling chaos of the world. But I want you to know that I have built a firm foundation beneath your feet. Stand upon it, and do not be dismayed by the trials you face, for each challenge is an invitation to see my glory manifest in your life, and each setback is merely a stepping stone to a triumph you cannot yet envision. I am the architect of your destiny, and no matter how the winds may blow, you are safe in the fortitude of my design. Lift your head, beloved, for the brightness of tomorrow rises before you, and the promise of my companionship keeps you safe from harm. Let your heart rest in this knowledge. I am here, and my arms are outstretched to carry you through every season. You may question whether your past mistakes or present struggles can ever separate you from my love, but I assure you that nothing can push you beyond the reach of my mercy. I see your wounds, your regrets, the burdens you carry like hidden stones in your pocket, and yet I invite you to come just as you are. Let the weight of condemnation fall away, for my forgiveness stretches infinitely, and I do not hold your errors against you. Instead, I call you forward, urging you to release your shame and step into the gentle streams of my grace, where you will find healing for your deepest sorrows. Cling to this reality. You are my precious creation, and I will never give up on you. Even when the nights seem endless and the dawn appears distant, I urge you to remember that I am the one who ushers in the morning, bringing hope on the wings of a gentle sunrise. Do not lose heart, and do not surrender to the lies that creep into your thoughts, for I have called you my own, and I have set my seal of love upon you. Call upon me in your despair, and let me replace your anxieties with a peace that defies all logic and transcends every worry that drags you down. Know that I will never allow the darkness to consume you, for my light is powerful enough to pierce the thickest gloom and restore color to every gray corner of your life. Let my words soothe you tonight and every night that follows, for my devotion to you is a strong tower that no force can topple. It gives me joy when you draw near, seeking my presence and confiding in me the secrets of your heart, because I designed you to be in a relationship with me. You were not formed to navigate this world alone or to shoulder your burdens without assistance. I yearn for you to discover that my heart is open and my ears are attentive, ready to hear every whispered prayer and every cry for help. Surrender your fears, place your uncertainties in my hands, and find rest in my embrace. For I cherish those moments when you lay your cares at my feet in absolute trust. Yes, troubles may arise and storms may gather, but do not be weighed down, for I am the calm that stills every wave and the anchor that prevents you from drifting away. I have witnessed the tears you shed when no one else was watching, and I have felt the trembling of your soul when the pressures of life threatened to break you. Yet even in the midst of sorrow, I remained steadfast, steadying you when every fiber of your being wanted to collapse beneath the weight. Do not think for a moment that I was distant or inattentive, for I have always been near, coaxing you to rise again, reminding you that every trial you overcome will strengthen your resolve and refine your faith. I see in you a resilient spirit, one that reflects my unwavering commitment to carry you through hardship. Hold tight to this promise. I will never abandon you to the battlefield, nor will I leave you in the desert to fend for yourself. I know how the relentless demands of daily life can overshadow the whisper of hope that tries to speak encouragement into your heart, and I understand how the swirl of responsibilities can weigh you down. Yet even in the busyness, I am there, gently calling you to find a moment of stillness, a brief interlude of peace where your spirit can realign with my truth. Do not underestimate the power of pausing to listen for my voice, for in that sacred silence I impart wisdom, infuse your soul with courage, and remind you of your divine worth. Whether you are caught in the flurry of chores or confronted with looming deadlines, do not lose sight of the fact that I am right here, willing to guide your steps and strengthen you for every task ahead. Embrace my presence and let my encouragement breathe new life into your weariness. My child, allow me to speak to your heart now. I have set you apart for a purpose that exceeds your own dreams, transcends your own plans, and reflects my eternal design for you. If you only knew the wonder I have prepared, you would not hesitate to place your trust in me with every fiber of your being. Do not fear to aim high, do not shrink back from the bold desires I have placed within you, and do not believe the lie that you are unworthy of greatness. I formed you intricately, knitting my love into the fabric of your being, so that you might stand as a testimony of my goodness and a beacon of hope to those around you. Lean upon my strength, which is unlimited, and discover a wellspring of courage that will propel you beyond every barrier you thought was immovable. Precious soul, if the opinions of others have ever wounded you, or if you have been overlooked or belittled, know that I have always seen your true potential, and I have loved you through every rejection you have faced. In my eyes, you shine like a rare and brilliant gem, and I have designed you to carry my light into places overshadowed by hopelessness. Let my affirmations silence the voices of criticism that echo in your mind, for I have declared you worthy, valuable, and integral to my plan. When your heart longs for acceptance, come to me and drink deeply of my unconditional love, for it is a fountain that never runs dry. With me, you will find an embrace that holds you close, and a love that saturates your soul with unwavering acceptance and belonging. I understand the disappointment that clenches your heart when the future seems uncertain, and the world around you feels unstable, as though it could crumble at any moment. Yet I remind you, you do not stand alone on shifting sand, for I am your rock and fortress, unwavering in the face of every storm. Raise your eyes above the chaos and see that my presence does not waver with the changing times, nor does my protection diminish in the fiercest trial. I am your unchanging anchor, your constant source of hope, and the one who holds tomorrow firmly in my hands. Rest in this unshakable truth. I have brought you this far, and I will not leave you stranded in the tempest. When weariness settles into your bones and you feel powerless to keep moving forward, do not give in to the notion that you must rely solely on your own strength. I invite you to draw upon the endless reservoir of my power, to let my might fill every empty space within you, so that you can stand strong in the face of every adversity. For it is in your weakness that my strength is made most evident, and in your vulnerability that my majesty shines through. Do not shrink from this truth, but instead embrace it with humility, acknowledging that your dependence on me is the catalyst for victory. Believe with all your heart. I will empower you to overcome every hurdle, to break every chain, and to walk in the freedom I have destined for you. Do not be afraid, beloved, when the world feels hostile or when those around you question your faith, for I am the fortress that surrounds you with impenetrable protection. Picture a mighty shield encasing you, reflecting every arrow of doubt and every dart of discouragement that attempts to assail your spirit. I have seen the battles you fight, both outwardly and within your own heart, and I am committed to leading you into my victory. Trust that I know precisely how to guide your steps, to illuminate the path that leads to safety, and to offer you refuge in the very moments when you feel most threatened. Take courage in this promise. No matter how fiercely the winds blow against you, my hand will keep you from harm. Sometimes, the struggles you face are not easily visible to others. The silent heartbreak, the ongoing frustration, the lingering questions that keep you awake in the quiet hours of the night. Know that I am attuned to these hidden battles, and my tender compassion reaches into the depths of your being to comfort you. Nothing you endure goes unseen by me, and no cry of your heart is ignored. Take my assurance as a soothing balm, letting it wash over your fears and anxieties. You are never alone, for I am intimately present in your solitude, and I will not permit your pain to have the final word. I hear the longing in your soul for a better tomorrow, for a renewal of strength, for a fresh breath of hope amidst the challenges of the present day. That longing resonates deeply with my heart, for I am the author of new beginnings and the one who breathes life into every weary place. Let me speak into that void and tell you that I have carefully woven a future where the very yearnings of your heart will find fulfillment in accordance with my perfect wisdom. Do not doubt that I know the desires locked within you, and I am orchestrating a course that will lead you to experiences and blessings more wonderful than you can yet comprehend. Hold on to this expectation. You are on a journey of promise, and I am the shepherd guiding you forward. I also see the guilt you sometimes harbor, the sense that you could have done more, believed more, or lived more righteously. Let me break the chains of condemnation, for I did not call you into my presence to burden you with shame. Instead, I call you to repentance that brings liberation and true transformation, a turning away from the past and stepping boldly into the light of my forgiveness. Release the mistakes that weigh you down and stand tall in the knowledge that you are redeemed by my boundless mercy. Embrace the humility that draws you closer to me, but do not dwell in self-accusation. My grace is sufficient, my kindness is everlasting, and my door is always open to you. My dearest child, whenever you lift your voice in prayer, know that you capture my attention at once. Your words matter, your heart matters, and even the unspoken sighs of your spirit are precious to me. I do not require flawless orations, nor do I demand perfection in your approach. I only ask for honesty, sincerity, and a willingness to trust. Let your prayers be like the fragrance of incense that rises before my throne, filling the heavens with the sweet aroma of your genuine faith. Know that I hold each plea, each request, each tear, and I do not forget them. Trust in my timing. which may not always align with your immediate desires, but which is always orchestrated for your ultimate good. Today, I want you to recognize that the adversity you face is not meant to crush you, but to refine you, shaping you into a vessel that gleams with the reflection of my glory. Think of a precious metal that passes through intense fire, only to emerge purified and radiating its true brilliance. So it is with you. Every challenge, every trial, is an opportunity for transformation, for you to rely on my strength in ways you never thought possible. Be not discouraged when it feels as though the heat is overwhelming, for I am there in the midst of the fire, ensuring that no harm befalls your soul. Stand firm on this promise. You will emerge from each trial stronger, wiser, and more radiant than before. Do not fear the seasons of waiting, for in waiting there is growth, and in patience there is a deepening of roots that will anchor your faith. I see how the pause can cause you frustration, especially when you long for immediate answers or swift resolutions. Yet, remember that a seed planted in fertile ground remains hidden for a time, gradually drawing nourishment from the soil before it bursts through the surface. So too will your faith mature in those quiet, hidden moments when it seems nothing is happening. Rest in the waiting, for I am actively working on your behalf, and what I bring forth in due time will be all the more splendid. And so, let your heart not be troubled by the trials or uncertainties of the present age, because my sovereignty reigns supreme, transcending every worldly concern. Though the news may ring with turmoil and the air buzz with rumors of despair, fix your eyes on me, for I am the eternal constant in an ever-shifting world. Place your hope not in human solutions or fleeting answers, but in me, the one who spoke galaxies into existence and fashioned your very being with care. Your life is precious to me, and I hold it in the palm of my hand, carefully orchestrating the events of your days so that you may flourish and bring glory to my name. Rest in this unwavering reality. I have you, and I will not fail you. When your courage wavers and your heart feels heavy, do not hesitate to recall the mighty works I have done for those who came before you. Remember how I delivered my people from bondage, parted the seas, and led them safely on dry ground. Recall how I stood with the faithful in the lion's den, preserving their lives when it seemed all hope was lost. The same power that performed those miracles is at work in your life today, a continuous flow of divine strength that knows no shortage. Therefore, do not despair or doubt, for my arm is not shortened, nor is my willingness to come to your aid diminished. Look upon these testimonies of old and find reassurance. The God of miracles is the same one watching over you right now. I am your everlasting light, a beacon shining across the vast sea of existence, ensuring that no matter how far you roam, you will always find your way back to safety in my arms. In moments when you feel lost, lift your eyes and let my radiance guide you, for it is constant and unwavering. Do not be consumed by the shadows that threaten to engulf you, but let your gaze rest upon my brilliance, which dissolves fear and doubt. Even when you wander astray, I call you back with a gentle persistence, welcoming you with open arms and celebrating your return. Believe this with all your heart. You are never beyond my sight or my saving grace. Consider how a shepherd cares for each sheep, diligently searching for any that have gone astray, and carrying the wounded upon his shoulders. That is how I love you, with a shepherd's heart that is patient and persistent, attuned to every nuance of your journey. When you stumble into thorny brambles or get turned around by the confusion of life, I do not scold or abandon you. Instead, I tenderly guide you back, offering healing to your wounds and rest to your weary soul. Let your tears be wiped away in my warm embrace, and find solace in the knowledge that I have never left your side. This is my commitment. I will always be your shepherd, leading you to green pastures and still waters. Moreover, Do not forget that I have gifted you with the capacity to reflect my love to those around you. Every kindness you show, every word of encouragement you offer, and every selfless act you perform is an extension of my presence in this world. Take heart in knowing that as you draw nearer to me, you become a vessel of compassion, a beacon of hope to the hurting, and a living illustration of my mercy. Embrace these opportunities to serve and to love, for in doing so, you will experience an even deeper connection to my heart. Remember this: as you refresh others, I will refresh you, replenishing your spirit so that you may continue to be a channel of my grace. I know that doubts can arise in the quiet moments, whispering questions like, "Is all of this real? Does God truly hear me? Am I worthy of such attention?" Let me speak truth over those doubts. You are immensely treasured, and I am fully present in every breath you take. Even when your faith wavers, my faithfulness toward you remains solid, unwavering, and timeless. Let your doubts prompt you to seek me more fervently, for I welcome your questions and long to reveal my heart to you. In your seeking you will find me, and in your finding, you will discover a depth of love that silences every fear. Indeed, let this anchor your soul. You are always worthy of my presence because I have declared it so. My precious one, do not fear your enemies or those who may rise against you, for I am the defender who stands between you and the storm. Instead of cowering before threats, I invite you to come to me, to place your full trust in my hands, and to allow me to conquer the forces that seek to unsettle your peace. I am well aware of every scheme set against you, and I am more than able to thwart each one. Choose to believe that I wield an invincible power that no weapon can overcome, and that I will fight for you when you cannot fight for yourself. Let this truth resonate. Your battles are not yours alone. They are mine to win on your behalf. There will be moments in this life when you feel misunderstood or persecuted because of your faith, yet I encourage you to stand firm and let my love in you shine even brighter. People may judge or mock, but I remind you to respond with grace and kindness. For in doing so, you demonstrate the transforming power of my Spirit. Never forget that I work through your perseverance, and I bless those who remain steadfast under trials. Let the posture of your heart reflect patience and gentleness, showcasing a hope that transcends earthly tribulations. Be assured of this: as you uphold my truth, I uphold you, guarding your spirit and paving a way for triumph that radiates from within. Sometimes the path toward greater faith involves stepping out into the unknown, leaving the comfort of familiarity behind in order to grasp the blessings I have laid out in front of you. You might feel your heart race with uncertainty, but understand that every venture of trust you undertake deepens your communion with me. In the place where you acknowledge your own insufficiency, my sufficiency abounds. If I call you to walk upon the waters of life, do not hesitate, for my hand will keep you from sinking in the tumultuous waves. Lean into this promise. When you obey my voice, no matter how daring it seems, you will discover realms of possibility beyond your greatest imagination. Let your soul be like a well-tended garden, nurtured by prayer, watered by my word, and protected by faith, so that the seeds of righteousness may blossom in due time. Be mindful of the weeds of negativity and doubt, which can choke the growth I intend for you. I gently urge you to pull out those weeds by bringing every anxious thought captive, surrendering each one to the light of my truth. Even the most overgrown field can become a vibrant oasis when tended with patience and diligence. Therefore, remain vigilant in guarding your heart, and let my truth fertilize your soul. Embrace this principle. What you sow with faith and perseverance will yield a harvest of miracles. My beloved, let me reaffirm to you that you are never alone in the trials you face. Though sometimes your path may seem deserted, and you wonder if anyone cares, I am there, a compassionate companion who understands every sorrow and shares in your joys. You need not feel the burden of self-reliance, for I offer you an everlasting partnership that no earthly bond can rival. My desire is that you take solace in my unwavering presence as I guide you with my counsel and comfort you in adversity. Let your heart absorb this soothing truth. I, your Creator, walk beside you in every season, holding you close with a boundless affection. I also remind you not to envy the successes of others or compare your journey to those around you. The path I have set before you is uniquely tailored to your growth and is part of the grand tapestry I am weaving through humanity. When you look at your life through my perspective, you begin to see that I have placed you exactly where you can flourish and serve according to the gifts I have imbued within you. Rejoice in the blessings of others and celebrate the distinct purpose I have assigned to your life. Embrace this liberating thought. In my kingdom, there is infinite space for every soul to thrive, and no single person's gain diminishes your own potential. Furthermore, guard yourself from the despair that arises when you dwell on missed opportunities or regret. Know that I, the Sovereign Lord, can redeem every situation, bringing forth good from even the most broken circumstances. Your life story is not defined by a few poor decisions, nor is it rendered hopeless by any detour you have taken. Give those fragments of regret to me, and watch as I shape them into testimonies of redemption, illustrating my power to transform ashes into beauty. Hold on to this hope. I am the God of second chances, third chances, and beyond, ever ready to breathe new life into a contrite heart. In your prayer life, I encourage you to cultivate consistency and honesty rather than rote formality. When you speak to me, let it be as a child conversing with a loving parent, trusting fully in my responsiveness. Your heartfelt pleas move me, and your whispers of gratitude bring joy to my heart. Even in the moments when words escape you, your silence before me is still a prayer, an offering of your entire being to my will. Rest in the assurance that I never tire of hearing from you, and I treasure each moment you spend in my presence. Yes, linger here, for this is where I pour out comfort, guidance, and supernatural courage to help you face life's battles. You might wonder how to cultivate a faith that remains strong during trials and temptations. Let me guide you. Nourish your spirit by dwelling on my promises, by recalling my faithfulness in the past, and by surrounding yourself with others who walk in faith. Practice gratitude, for a thankful heart paves the way for joy, and a joyful spirit resists despair. Above all, keep your eyes upon me, the author and finisher of your faith, confident that I will complete the good work I have begun in you. Adopt this mindset. No matter the shaking around you, you are rooted in my unshakable foundation. Child, understand that I do not expect perfection from you, and I do not measure your worth by your achievements. I cherish you simply because you are mine. Let this knowledge free you from the pressure to perform or to meet unattainable standards that the world might impose upon you. I delight in your genuine efforts, in your devotion, and in your willingness to surrender your life to my guidance. I invite you to cease striving in your own strength and instead learn to rest in my arms, trusting that my grace is sufficient, that my power is made perfect in your weakness. Breathe in this assurance: you are enough for me, and you are deeply, irrevocably loved. When trouble seems unending and sorrow lingers, do not forget to lift your voice in praise, for praise shifts your perspective from the magnitude of your problems to the magnitude of my power. There is a mysterious yet potent truth in worship. As you exalt my name, your heart aligns with my victory, and your spirit opens to receive my supernatural peace. Even if your circumstances do not change instantly, you will find that your ability to endure them takes on renewed strength. Do not underestimate the force of a worshipful heart, for it breaks chains of despair and unlocks the gates of heaven's blessings. Keep this at your core. Praises offered from a broken place ring loudest in my ears and bring comfort to your troubled soul. I remind you that every season in your life has a divine purpose, whether it is a time of sowing or reaping, growth or pruning, joy or sorrow. In each of these seasons, my hand is at work, orchestrating events so that you may be molded more into the likeness of my Son. Do not despise the valley moments, for in the valley, I water your soul with compassion and cause your faith roots to run deep. The mountaintops are majestic, but it is in the valleys that we share an intimacy of trust and dependence that matures you spiritually. Embrace the journey, beloved, confident that I walk alongside you on every path, whether it winds through shadow or sunshine. When the world's complexities seem beyond comprehension and conflicts swirl in your mind, know that my wisdom is available to you. I do not hide my counsel behind locked doors or place my understanding beyond your reach. Instead, I extend it to you, inviting you to seek me with all your heart, that I might impart my perspective and clarity to guide your decisions. Instead of relying solely on human advice or your own limited viewpoint, come to me, and I will reveal my heart of compassion and justice. Let these words resonate. I am the fountain of wisdom, ever eager to quench your thirst for knowledge and insight. Even the smallest acts of faith carry tremendous weight in the spiritual realm. A mustard seed of belief offered with sincerity can move mountains, while a single uttered prayer can shift an entire atmosphere. Do not discount what you deem meager, for in my economy, every step you take in faith is magnified by my power. Whether you are praying for a friend, serving a stranger, or quietly choosing kindness when anger beckons, your faithful actions echo with eternal significance. Rejoice in this truth. Your life can be a conduit of miracles when entrusted to me with trust and obedience. Be mindful, dear soul, of the power of your words. Let them be seasoned with love and infused with grace, so that they build up rather than tear down. Speak life to those around you, speak hope into seemingly lost situations, and speak my truth over every lie that tries to settle in your mind. In doing so, you reflect my character, for I am the Word made manifest, and my Word brought forth creation itself. Choose to mirror that creative power with speech that edifies, encourages, and blesses. Keep this deep in your heart. Your tongue, guided by my Spirit, can become an instrument of healing and restoration. In moments of self-doubt, remind yourself that I am the one who formed you from the start, knitting you together with specific talents, gifts, and attributes. Your identity is secure in me, and no disappointment or failure can erase the significance of who you are. Stop striving to be someone else or to meet the constantly shifting standards of society. I am pleased with you, right here and right now, though I will gently lead you toward continuous growth and maturity. Keep your mind firmly grounded on this reality. I, your Creator, define your worth, and I call you beloved above all else. Reflect on the innumerable times I have protected you, intervened on your behalf, and poured blessings upon you even when you were unaware. Let that reflection cultivate gratitude, for gratitude fosters hope and anchors you in my faithfulness. Life's turbulence can make it easy to forget how far you have come, but look back with a grateful heart and see how my grace has carried you over troubled waters. This perspective will build your faith for the obstacles ahead, reminding you that if I was faithful then, I will be faithful now. Keep gratitude close and watch it transform your perspective, strengthening you with every new dawn. When discouragement knocks at the door of your heart, trying to persuade you that your prayers are futile or that your situation is too difficult for me to handle, remember my promises. Let your mind dwell on the many instances where I demonstrated my unyielding faithfulness. Believe that even the storms in your life are subject to my command, and though they may rage for a time, they will eventually bow to my authority. Give me your worries, and I will trade them for peace. Let this truth penetrate your being. Your circumstances are temporary, but my power and love for you are everlasting. Place your trust in me completely, withholding nothing, for partial surrender is still a subtle form of control. I ask you to open your clenched hands and release every aspect of your life into my keeping. Whether it is your health, your finances, your relationships, or your future, I am more than capable of carrying your burdens. As you learn to trust me without reservation, you will experience a newfound freedom, a lightness in your spirit that comes from resting in my omnipotent care. Indeed, know this well. Your surrender is the door through which my miracles often enter. I see your desire to walk in righteousness, to uphold truth and integrity in a world that seems increasingly compromised. Take comfort in knowing that I empower you to do what is right, even when it goes against the current of popular culture. Let my word be your compass, guiding you in decisions big and small, so that you may remain blameless in a realm clouded by temptation. When temptation does arise, do not rely solely on willpower, but call upon me, and I will supply the strength you need to resist. Keep this resolution. Your pursuit of holiness, fueled by my presence, is a powerful testimony in a world longing for authenticity. I also want you to remember that every tear you cry is stored in my memory, and every prayer you offer in faith is recorded in heaven. Though the answers you receive may not always align with your expectations, I am continually shaping your character and refining your spirit through each season. Do not be disheartened by delays or by the impression that your earnest cries have vanished into silence. My answers may not always be immediate, but they are always timely, fitting perfectly into the grand tapestry of your life's purpose. Rest assured in this unwavering truth, I will not forsake you in your hour of need. In the face of uncertainty, cling to the knowledge that I am the way, the truth, and the life, the steadfast reference point when all else seems to shift. Let this certainty be your anchor when confusion abounds and when the path forward seems hazy. My hand remains upon you, leading you through labyrinthine corridors toward doors of clarity. Though the process may stretch your patience, each step you take in faith draws you nearer to the ultimate good I have prepared. Hold fast to this reality. I am the divine compass, guiding you toward horizons of hope and wholeness. My dear child, prayer is more than an act of supplication. It is a gateway into my heart and an opportunity for fellowship. Converse with me throughout your day, sharing the ordinary joys and frustrations, for I delight in walking alongside you in the mundane as much as in the miraculous. Turn your thoughts heavenward whenever possible, and you will find that I am closer than you ever realized, a friend who remains consistent in a world that is often unpredictable. Embrace this intimacy. You have continuous access to my ear and my heart, for I never grow weary of you. Never forget that I am writing a story with your life, a narrative that will speak of my faithfulness, mercy, and power across generations. Even now, the chapters you deem challenging are being woven into a testimony of my grace, so that others may see how I bring good from every circumstance. You do not see the entire picture yet, but one day you will marvel at how I orchestrated each detail to bring about a redemptive masterpiece. Let this perspective grant you patience. Though you may only see fragments, I see the completed tapestry, and it is glorious. With each new sunrise, I extend fresh mercies to you, renewing your hope and sustaining your spirit for the day ahead. I do not expect you to draw on yesterday's strength, for I am present in every moment, ready to equip you afresh. Accept these mercies, and do not dwell on past failures, for I desire that you walk into new days unburdened, your heart unshackled by guilt. Each morning is a testament of my ongoing commitment to your well-being and growth. Let your soul proclaim, "This is a new day, filled with new grace from an ever-present God." Rise up, my beloved, from every disappointment or defeat, for my power to restore is beyond your highest imaginings. That which the enemy sought to use for your downfall, I will employ as the very means of your triumphant ascent. Be encouraged when it feels like you have hit rock bottom, for it is often in the darkest caves that my light shines most brilliantly, leading you toward a greater victory. Embrace this promise. I will breathe life into every dead dream, resurrect your aspirations, and pour hope where despair has taken root. As the seasons shift and time marches onward, remember that my promises do not expire, nor are they hindered by the passing of years. What I have spoken over your life remains valid, and my words are steadfast, enduring like the mountains. If you have tucked away a dream, fearing it is too late, bring it before me again, and let me rekindle it according to my perfect will. Walk forward with assurance, trusting that no lapse in time can thwart the plans I have authored for you. Take this to heart. My promises are eternal, unaffected by the shifting sands of circumstance. Embrace your identity as a bearer of light, for I have placed you in a world in need of warmth and illumination. By reflecting my love in practical ways, showing kindness, offering forgiveness, and extending empathy, you emanate my presence in a manner that words alone cannot. Do not belittle your capacity to make a difference. A single candle dispels darkness in its vicinity. Recall that the living flame within you is sustained by my spirit, unstoppable by any force of darkness. Know this with certainty: you are a light in my hand, shining brightly where it is needed most. My child, in moments of joy do not forget me, for I cherish your thanksgiving as much as I weep with you in sorrow. When life smiles upon you and blessings abound, let your heart give thanks, celebrating the goodness I have lavished upon you. This gratitude fosters humility, reminding you that every good and perfect gift descends from my hand. Indeed, celebrate my provision, for it brings delight to my heart, and your praise paves the way for further blessings. Fix your mind on this. Your joy is multiplied when you share it with me, acknowledging me as the giver of all good things. Now, let the seeds of these truths settle deep in your soul, blooming in hope and unwavering expectation. I have not abandoned you, nor have I forgotten my promises, for my character is unchanging, the same yesterday, today, and forever. Breathe in my peace, hold fast to my word, and rest in the knowledge that you are known, loved, and accompanied by my Spirit. If the night persists longer than you anticipated, keep watch, for my dawn always breaks through eventually, ushering in the brilliance of renewed purpose. Allow this final assurance to lull you into tranquil confidence. You are enveloped in my infinite love, and I will neither leave you nor forsake you. Remember, I have crafted you with care, choosing each moment of your life to serve a purpose that ultimately points back to my enduring faithfulness. There is no single breath you take that falls outside my notice, nor a solitary step you make that is beyond the reach of my guidance. You are enveloped in a plan so grand, so wonderfully orchestrated, that even your trials become testimonies to the strength of my grace. Look forward boldly, and do not let yesterday's limitations capsize tomorrow's possibilities. Let your spirit remain anchored in the security of my unending devotion, for in me your future is secure. From the vantage point of heaven, I gaze upon you with a delight that surpasses your capacity to comprehend. I see your potential shining through every challenge, and I rejoice in every victory of character and faith. Let this knowledge banish any lingering fear that I might turn my face away from you or grow weary of your struggles. I am your everlasting Father, your constant companion, and your unwavering protector. Believe wholeheartedly in this promise. The closeness you seek is already yours, for I am within you, working to mold your story into a testament of my love. Now, beloved, I speak my blessing over your life. May my peace cloak your anxious thoughts, stilling every restless wave in your mind. May my joy infuse your spirit, dispelling the clouds of sorrow and ushering in a radiant hope. May my wisdom guide your choices, ensuring each decision aligns with the path of abundance I have laid before you. Receive my blessing with an open heart, for I freely give it to you, desiring nothing more than to see you flourish under my loving care. Yes, walk forward unafraid, for I am with you now and always. Therefore go forth, confident that my goodness and mercy accompany you like faithful companions each day of your life. Carry the flame of faith wherever you tread, shining brightly to reveal my love in a world that yearns for genuine hope. When doubts arise, let them be a reminder to draw near to me and rest upon the foundation of my eternal truth. And as you navigate the roads ahead, hold on to the certainty that I will not fail you, for my nature is steadfast, and my love never runs dry. Indeed, beloved child, the path I have prepared for you is filled with grace, guarded by my angels, and bathed in the glow of my everlasting presence. Keep this final exhortation stamped upon your heart. My love for you will never fade, for it extends beyond the reaches of time and stands victorious over every earthly trial. I bless you now, beloved one, wrapping you in my comforting embrace and imparting to you the fullness of my grace. Gaze onward with confidence, knowing that new chapters of joy await you and that what is to come far outweighs what was left behind. Hold my promises close and let faith guide your steps into the bright horizon I have fashioned with divine care. Yes, my child, the very best is yet to come, for I am forever your God, and you are forever my treasured creation. Even now, as you read these words, I gently remind you that each beat of your heart is precious to me, a testament to my sustaining hand in your life and a sign that your journey is far from over. Do not allow the winds of adversity to convince you otherwise, for in every gust, I infuse the resilience of my spirit into your soul, enabling you to stand strong amidst the fiercest trials. Remember, my beloved, I am the one who speaks calm into chaos, and I will surely do the same for you when the waves threaten to overwhelm. Let hope surge in your chest like a vibrant pulse, reminding you that my power prevails even in the darkest nights. Carry this assurance forward, for it will guide you to the light that dawns after the storm subsides. I long for you to discover the joy found in surrendering each new day to me, inviting my Holy Spirit to direct every step and sanctify every breath. Take time to breathe deeply of my presence, for I am closer than the air surrounding you, and in that nearness, your anxiety dissolves like morning mist. Whenever worry seeks to infiltrate your thoughts, lift your gaze to the heavens and acknowledge my sovereignty, allowing your faith to blossom despite the challenges before you. You are firmly rooted in my promises, and no power on earth can sever the connection we share. Rest assured in this unbreakable bond. You are mine, and I will hold you steady on the path toward my divine purpose. Be aware, dear one, that the enemy of your soul will try to sow seeds of doubt, fear, and confusion into your life, hoping you will forget the truths I have spoken over you. Yet my word stands as an everlasting testament of my intentions for you, declaring that I have plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. Therefore, silence the lies by immersing yourself in these declarations of love, letting them echo in your heart until every lingering shadow is chased away. You are sealed by my Spirit, marked as precious and protected, a living testimony of grace that withstands every storm. Yes, Even as voices clamor around you, let the resounding chorus of my promises ring clearer, forming a fortress no darkness can penetrate. I know how your heart yearns for resolution, how you wish the struggles you face would resolve swiftly and neatly. Yet in the delay, I am teaching you perseverance and forging a faith that will not be shaken by momentary affliction. The refining process might be uncomfortable, but the result is the unwavering conviction that I am your God, faithful and true. Do not lose sight of the masterpiece I am painting through the tapestry of your experiences. Sometimes it is in the waiting that the most profound transformation occurs. Keep trusting, keep believing, and soon you shall see how I weave each thread into a radiant design of blessing and purpose. Let me remind you also of the power of kindness, which serves as a reflection of my heart to a world thirsting for compassion. Even the smallest act of grace, a gentle word or a silent prayer for someone in need, can spark a flame of hope that multiplies beyond your comprehension. You hold within you the capacity to influence souls toward healing and deliverance simply by allowing my love to flow through you, unhindered. Never underestimate the value of your gentle smile, a helping hand, or a listening ear. Each is a catalyst for transformation, an extension of my presence in the midst of human need. Let this truth invigorate you. By carrying out small acts of kindness, you join in my grand mission of redemption. Think often of the unconditional acceptance you receive from me, and allow it to inspire a willingness to forgive those who may have hurt you. In your decision to release bitterness and anger, you make space in your soul for my peace to flourish. Understand that forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. Rather, it is an unshackling of your own heart, a liberation from the chains that resentment forges. Let my mercy guide you in offering reconciliation, even when it feels undeserved. Know that in doing so, you mirror my character, for I have pardoned you countless times, drawing you close instead of pushing you away. Let this revelation ground you in compassion, freeing you to walk lightly in the steps I have marked out before you. Child, I have gifted you not only with a beating heart, but also with unique talents and abilities that I long to see flourish. These gifts are not accidental. They are carefully placed within you to serve a magnificent purpose in my plan for humanity. Embrace the inclination to create, to build, to heal, or to teach. Wherever your passion lies, let it be fueled by the knowledge that I have ordained it. As you hone your skills and dedicate your endeavors to my glory, you will experience a deepening of fulfillment that surpasses mere personal ambition. Believe this unwaveringly. You are an instrument in my symphony, and your contribution resonates with eternal significance. Permit me also to speak into your relationships. Let them be centered in the love I have shown you, free from manipulative agendas or selfish pursuits. Seek to understand rather than to be understood, and strive to uplift rather than to control. In doing so, you invite my blessing upon your connections, allowing them to flourish in unity and purpose. Notice how my spirit fosters empathy and communion when you yield to my gentle guidance, revealing paths to forgiveness and harmony where discord once stood. Take this counsel to heart. Relationships founded on my love are unshakable beacons of joy and mutual support, illuminating the beauty of community as I intended. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow is securely in my hands, and I have already laid the groundwork for your provisions and needs. Focus on cultivating trust today, letting your mind dwell not on what is lacking, but on what I have already so generously supplied. If you look closely, you will see my footprints in every step you've taken, a testament that my guidance has been with you all along. With gratitude as your compass and faith as your shelter, move boldly into each new hour, secure in the knowledge that I am orchestrating every detail for your good. Let this confidence direct your heart, My mercies are new each morning, and I will never fail you. Dear one, understand that your story continues far beyond your present struggles. I see the chapters that lie ahead, teeming with possibilities for laughter, love, and profound breakthroughs. Let your spirit remain open to my leading, for I am adept at turning what seems like a dead end into a pathway of promise. As you hand over your disappointments, I gather them into my hands and reshape them into stepping stones that will elevate your future. Trust me in this metamorphosis. I am an expert at breathing life into what once appeared lifeless, and I delight in infusing your journey with reminders of my redemptive power. I urge you, do not merely survive these days, but rise above them in the strength I provide, thriving despite the storms that rage around you. Your life is meant to shine like a beacon, revealing my love to others who find themselves in shadows of uncertainty. When doubts creep in, let my word be your armor, defending you against every fiery dart of hopelessness. Your testimony of steadfast belief amidst adversity testifies to my sustaining grace and draws onlookers to inquire about the source of your inner joy. Embrace your role as a testament of perseverance, assured that I am with you every step of the way, applauding each victory and comforting each sorrow. Finally, my beloved, never forget that I hold you in the center of my heart, where my most tender affections reside. In times of distress, envision yourself enfolded in my arms, safe from any harm that seeks to undo you. With each passing day, I extend fresh invitations to walk deeper into my love, where every fear is eclipsed by the radiance of my peace. Keep walking, keep hoping, and keep returning to my unfaltering devotion, for in it you will find the fulfillment and rest your soul craves. Yes, stand tall in faith, for the best I have for you is always unfolding, woven into the very fabric of your tomorrows, waiting like a tender dawn on the horizon of your life.